One of the most beautiful gifts I ever received from my husband was the opportunity to create a personal fragrance. On a trip to France, my husband surprised me by taking me into this little shop. This shop was filled with all these different scented oils, and he said, "You can create your own fragrance." I couldn't believe it. So I started mixing all these oils together until I made one that I loved. And my husband said, "It's called Jackie." I wore that fragrance for years until I couldn't get the oils anymore. Then I was fortunate to meet this incredible team, and we recreated Jackie. Whenever and wherever I go, Jackie goes with me.
What an honor to have the one and only Jaclyn Smith live with us here in Beauty Report. You are so beautiful. Thank you for doing
Amy,
this.
You are beautiful. And thank you. You know, I got to launch my fragrance with you.
Oh.
And there's no one that can do it more beautiful than you.
Thank you. I adore.
So,
I have, from a distance, had the biggest crush on Jaclyn Smith from the time I was this big in Charlie's Angels. And I've watched you, you know, whether it was your fashions or everything that you touch is feminine, romantic, sophisticated, and elegant. And that's exactly what you've captured in this amazing perfume. And I will tell you, when it launched, it sold out. This is a $75 value of Jaclyn Smith's signature Eau du Parfum. $75. Take a look at our Black Friday price at $54.95. Free shipping and handling. But guess what? Jaclyn is also launching for the very first time her Beyond Decadent signature body cream that matches back. It's only here at HSN. This is another $50 plus value. You're getting both at $54.95. So again, it's irresistible, it's luxurious.
it's luxurious. It's really, well, the cream is skincare in a jar, because you get the scent and you get much more. You get hydration, and you get, with a body cream, moisture, and it's to add elasticity to your skin. But yes, you know what's interesting, which I learn new things all the time, when you spray fragrance on your clothes, in your hair, it lasts longer than on your skin. And that's something new I learned. But what's nice about it's so soft and feminine and delicate. I think it's clean. So, you know, I sprayed it before I came on. I sprayed it again.
Right.
It's soft, so it's not so overwhelming. And what's nice now with a new body cream, I can layer fragrances. And when you layer them, they do last longer. And you get the maximum scent.
We're gonna go over every single note, but if you want irresistible class, if you're a woman and you fancy yourself, I like to wear only the elite French parfums. This has your name all over it, because there's a beautiful story that Jaclyn's gonna share with us on how she developed this fragrance. This set is only here at HSN. It's the perfect finishing touch to you, to the way that you feel, especially this holiday season.
Oh, holiday. It's a perfect time to dress up, to smell good, to enjoy, and to embrace every moment. Yes.
These notes.
Aren't they beautiful? So, you know, when I think back to how this fragrance started, it was really a surprise. It was like 15 years ago, and I was on a trip with my husband to our favorite city, Paris. And he surprised me with going into this little shop and said, "You're going to be able to create your own fragrance." And it was filled with oils, and I mixed and matched, and I came up with a combination I loved. And he said, "We'll call it Jackie." I wore that for 15 years, and then I couldn't get the oils anymore. So when I was approached to do a fragrance, I thought, oh my gosh, can I reproduce the fragrance I loved for so many years? And they said, yes. We did 50 passes until we came up with what I really thought was very close to the original. And I love it. It's also now a fragrance, not an oil, so it's so much more. And I learned so much about the top note, the heart note, the base. And it's like, you know, my mother wore fragrance, and she said, you know, your fragrance is like music. And that's the way I think of the top note. It sort of invites you in. And it's the top note, one of the main ones is aldehyde, which is in one of the most famous French fragrances of all time, you know, very famous designer.
It has a number inside.
It has a number,
yes.
5. And it was a mistake, really. It was supposed to be 2% of aldehyde, and it ended up being 5, and she said that's the name of the fragrance, and she
No
loved it.
way.
So there's so much history, isn't there, to everything?
There is. Especially
Yeah.
to fragrance. And I love, there's something that's memorable and mesmerizing about this, and maybe it is the aldehyde that's used in this, but then it comes down into this beautiful
Into
romantic.
the heart.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's a floral and iris. It's from the iris flower and ylang ylang. They work beautifully together, but the iris is truly the most expensive flower in any fragrance on the market.
Irises.
So, and it's about the extraction process. It's very secretive, and it's been handed down from Italian perfumer generation to generation. So that mixed with the ylang ylang, you know, is really a softness. It's feminine. It's, you know, it's
stunning.
just, yeah, I love it. And then it goes to the base note, which again was an education to me, and that is sandalwood and heliotrope. Heliotrope being what binds it all together. Heliotrope I could even wear by itself.
itself.
I love heliotrope. But sandalwood, the trees have to be 100 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, before you can extract the oil. Yeah. So isn't it interesting that, you know, it seems so simple, but
Right.
yet all these elements working together in synergy, and I love the fragrance, I really do. And I was so grateful to work with a team that educated me from
Right.
that little beginning of mixing oils to
How
what makes a
unique.
fragrance long-lasting, you know, what you put together to come up with a scent you want.
And I will tell you, it is so classic, and it is so, when you think of Jaclyn Smith and how elegant she is and how beautiful she is and always put together, her fashions, her life, that's exactly what you're capturing. There's something that's iconic about this scent that'll hit you a certain way and you're like, oh, this is it, this is my signature scent. So what we're doing today is very special. This is a $75 bottle. It's an Eau du Parfum. So again, right underneath Parfum, it's right there as far as being true to its notes and wearing so well, so it's very long wearing. Then she's added for the very first time her most decadent, most luxurious way to wear a fragrance, and that's in her not just 2 or 3 ounce. This is a large size. You're looking at this at 8 full ounces of her decadent body lotion, so now you can layer the fragrance, Jackie. It's a signature collection. It's only here today, free shipping and handling. It's $18 and change to get it home. I will stress it's all free shipping and handling, and one thing that I love that we're able to do, there's a cutoff time for when you can ship fragrances. So right now, you can still get this shipped in time for Christmas. That fragrance is cut off very early.
Really?
Oh yes, that's it's not just
Well,
here
it's
at Age of
a
Scent, it's
wonderful
everywhere.
gift for Christmas. You don't have to worry about sizing or anything.
No.
And you know, all the notes I love in Jackie is in the body cream, but yet there's so much more in the body cream because it moisturizes, it hydrates, and it brings elasticity to your skin.
It's beautiful.
So it has really healthy ingredients that nurture the skin from the outside in, which I love. So the 3 top oils are shea butter, which smells great, but it's hydrating, moisturizing, and it has A and E in it. A prevents lines, E prevents the breakdown of collagen.
Oh.
Yeah, so all these little things, it's a whole
good.
education. Then it goes to the jojoba seed oil, which gives that silky smoothness.
Oh, it does. It's like
and
silk stockings.
it's sort of an isn't that nice? Anti-inflammatory properties in it, and it protects the skin against, you know, the environmental
Yes.
pollution. And then you go to the avocado oil, which it comes directly from the avocado, and it has E and K. Vitamin K, and K is very wound healing and anti-aging, and E again is the collagen and the elasticity.
Oh, that's
so
beautiful.
all these are like, you know, vitamins to your skin.
Oh, I
So you
love
have
that.
the scent, and you have it's like the skincare, and I think everybody should moisturize their skin no matter what age.
Do you do it twice a day or
I
once?
do it in the morning and I do it at night.
Okay.
And the 4th ingredient that I really have to say is the rice protein. Why do I love it? You put it on, it's smooth and it's dry. It doesn't leave the
That's such
greasy,
a good point.
sticky, residue because, you know, I get in bed at night and I can't open, and I say, Brad, can you open my water bottle? Because, you know, my hands are slipping.
So great, right.
So sometimes you have to wash your hands after you put on your body.
I completely
This dries down smooth, goes right into this, into the skin.
That's such a good point. I think so often we put on any kind of body lotion and it just sits topically because you've designed this a certain way. It's like a silk stocking, but again, it goes right into the skin, so it's not greasy or oily. I can snap my fingers.
Yes.
This is such a unique collection. One of the most giftable items for the holidays is fragrance. You can go to a counter and there's all these hundreds of choices, right?
So many.
So many, but everybody knows, oh, this is this one, this is that one. Don't you want to give someone a signature scent that's all theirs? And I love that you just brought this here at HSN, so you're not finding this everywhere. This is not a 1.7 ounce, it's a 3.4 ounce. There's a beautiful love story. It's very, very memorable. There's nothing else that smells like it, yet there's something that's intoxicating, irresistible, and it reminds you of a special moment, of a beautiful moment.
Well, I think fragrance does that. It takes you, you know, it creates memory. And I always think it's like that individual extra, that finishing touch to your look. And what I love is that it leaves memory after you're gone. So when you find a fragrance you love, it's sort of part of your personality and your identity. And this is soft. I don't like overpowering fragrances where you go in and to a restaurant and you can't even taste your food because you're right. But this is feminine and soft. The base note, I think, is sort of sensual, warm. I always think it's like breathing in velvet or silk. Ooh. It has a creaminess to it that I like. So it's soft. Yeah. I think fragrance is really the most intense form of memory. And I think it reduces serotonin, dopamine in your brain. So it has the opportunity to elevate your mood, which I like.
I think that's so important, especially this time of year.
Right.
Right? You know, we're all very stressed.
Oh, you're good, Amy. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I'm stressed.
Yes.
I'm a busy mom 99% of the time.
Let's pray because
let's reduce
I'm going to tell you something.
We need some dopamine released here.
We need serotonin always.
Serotonin always,
yes,
exactly.
Right.
And there is something, well, you know, it's funny, as soon as you spray it,
yeah,
you do
calm.
relax, yes.
And it's feminine, it's sort of something for you. Because we're always doing, right? We're always going and doing and multitasking. But the holidays is the time to enjoy. My house is the most beautiful during the holidays. I try to dress up, and try to always wear I don't leave the house without my fragrance.
I'm right there with you. My grandmother taught me the same thing. Never, ever leave your house. It's the finishing touch for a
It's the elegance to your look. You know, my mother loved fragrance. That's probably